Okay, hello everyone. I think this is now working this time. Thank you so much everyone for putting up with me and this general chaos. Okay, can you all see and hear me okay this time? I'm just gonna copy this link and put it in the last live stream link. Okay, fantastic. We've got Tiger here tuning in. Thanks for joining us. Excellent. I'm just quickly posting a message on the last video just to make sure people end up on the right one. Okay, Tora's tuning in. Great to see you, Tora. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Great, I'm glad that is now working. Let me quickly share my screen and we get back to what we're actually meant to be doing today rather than my tech chaos. I will figure this out sometime. If anyone here is an expert on doing YouTube lives and wants to tell me how I was meant to set that up so it did actually stream properly to the scheduled live, I would really appreciate it. Feel free to reach out to me and tell me what was meant to be done so I don't make the same mistake next time. Okay, thanks so much everyone for joining in. Excellent. Great, we've got quite a few people joining in already, that's great. So I'm just going to get us started. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about Abridge Academy's 2023 roadmap and my own personal plans and goals and things that are going to be happening in 2023. I'm so excited to see you guys. Thank you for sticking with me with these tech problems. And yeah, I'm gonna give us, not actually, I'll stop it before the 5 minutes is up. I'm gonna give them a quick few minutes just to tune in again while I quickly repost it on Facebook to the correct link. And then if you guys want to just introduce yourself, tell me where you're tuning in from, and tell me what your main goal is for 2023. That would be fantastic. And in the meantime, I am going to very quickly post the correct link on the Facebook event. Edit. Location. Link. Let's update the link. Just to make sure everyone's got the correct one. If anyone wants to do me a favor and just post in the group saying that, you feel free to just update everyone. I'm having a few tech issues. New link. It's not going to be edit my post, it's really not helpful. Okay. Sorry, tech issues, new link. Send that to everyone. Okay, looks like I've got quite a few people tuning in now, which is fantastic. So thanks so much, everyone. Thank you for your patience with this, and I apologize again for all of my chaos. Sorry, tech issues, new link. So we'll get properly started in just a couple of minutes. I'll just quickly update everyone. If you're waiting, feel free to quickly grab a cup of tea or something and relax for like 1 or 2 minutes while I quickly send everyone the correct link, because next time I'll just do it on Facebook. Thanks, Heather. Heather's saying tech used to be so stressful. I love how you're willing to try new things. Thank you. Yeah, one of my goals this year is to try and work a bit more on YouTube and expand my YouTube channel, and also just to try new things, become a bit better at marketing and some of this stuff. And yes, tech issues happen. So thank you everyone for your patience. Okay. I think I've managed to post it in all of the Facebook groups. Whether people see it or not is another question, because the Facebook algorithm is issues. Thank you, Tiger. Tiger shared in the main WeChat group. Katie's live now. Yes, thank you so much. I'm going to pin that post at the top. How do I pin the post? Pin to featured. There we go. Hopefully people get the notification. Okay, good. I'm seeing quite a few people tuning in, which is great. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to stop rambling. Let's actually get started rather than waiting for this whole countdown timer. So we'll stop there. So in case you don't know me, hello, my name is Katie. I'm director of Abridge Academy, which is why this webinar is entitled Abridge Academy 2023 Roadmap. But this is also going to talk a little bit about me and my own plans and updates for 2023 as well. So I've been online teaching. I started teaching actually, or the tutoring, really private tutoring, I'd say, in 2013. And I've been on and off doing online tutoring, in-person tutoring, and then I trained as a classroom teacher. I've taught in China. I'm currently teaching in Japan. I've taught a lot online. So I've done a lot of random teaching. And then the last few years, one of my main focuses has been Abridge Academy. And you probably have tuned in because you got an email or in one of our Facebook groups about Abridge Academy. So it's either a curriculum member, or maybe you've bought one of our courses or attended one of our free boot camps or workshops or things previously. So yes, welcome to this webinar. Welcome to 2023. Apologies again for the massive tech issues. Wow, we're starting 20 minutes late. This was a bit of a disaster, but thanks for your understanding and patience. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Okay, so yeah, another thank you. Really appreciate all of your support from 2022. So this last year has been huge in terms of updates and progress for Abridge Academy, also in terms of myself and my own teaching. And yeah, this was a little graphic I made, and if you're on an email list, you would have seen this probably at the end of 2022, just celebrating some of the achievements and things that you guys have helped make happen in 2022. So with the Abridge Academy curriculum, we've produced over 300 new lesson slides and resources this past year. I've also offered more than 25 boot camps and webinars. Those are mostly on Facebook. And I started doing those actually because we had a lot of people who signed up for the Abridge Academy curriculum, and then they would unsubscribe a few months later. And the feedback I was getting was not your curriculum's terrible. It was, I don't have any students. So, I'm giving up on online teaching. And that made me really sad. And not because people won't pay for my curriculum, but because people, were giving up on their dream of continuing to teach online and go independent because they couldn't find the students. And I know these are amazing teachers, and I like to think our resources are amazing resources helping them with their teaching. And I wanted to, offer more support and guidance in terms of marketing in particular. So most of these webinars were marketing related, to help people get more students and continue to be successful and grow their online teaching business. So yeah, last year, particularly the second half of last year, we did 25 free webinars and boot camps to help you guys achieve just that. And something I was amazed, looking through the statistics, I'm not one of those people who normally look so much at statistics, I'll be honest. I tend to just ignore most of the numbers because it's not really my thing. But I was really amazed looking at some of the stats from this year, last year. And we reached over 30,000 teachers worldwide with either the curriculum or the webinars, the boot camps, and all the free training and things that were provided. So that was massive. It's one of the things that really motivated me a lot going forward, knowing that so many teachers are benefiting from these resources and these trainings, and I can have a really big impact. So I really appreciate your support and everything from last year. So yes, thank you so much. I'm just checking everything's still okay with this live streaming. Yes, it's all good. Cool. So what you guys are actually waiting for, and I've been very patiently waiting, thank you so much again, is updates on 2023. And I'm going to start with the curriculum. I know a lot of people here are probably in the Xiaongshuo WeChat marketing group, and they're just in the Chinese social media marketing plans. Those are coming up, don't worry. But I'm going to talk for maybe 5 minutes or so, just telling you guys a bit about the curriculum plans. So we've got many curriculum members, whether that's a free tier or on your paid tiers. There's lots of stuff coming in 2023. So in case you don't know, Abridge Academy curriculum is a highly interactive, engaging and fun online curriculum specifically made for independent online ESL teachers. There's a step-by-step core curriculum for complete beginners, and there's also various expansion courses and quite niche topics and specialist areas which go up to more advanced levels. It's still very much in development, but we've had so many people signing up, and yeah, please do check it out if you haven't already. The link is in the description underneath this video. So please do have a look if you're interested in finding curriculum for your online classes. There is a free tier for people who are new and would like to try it out. So let's start with the core curriculum. The core curriculum is that step-by-step beginners ESL curriculum I was talking about. And if you've taught with a platform like VIP Kids or something before, you'll be familiar with the concept of a series of lessons that kids work through at a step-by-step kind of pace. So with the core curriculum, currently we have level 1 and level 2 complete. By complete, I mean we've got the lesson slides, we've got the lesson previews, we've got workbooks, we've got extra games and resources and links and activities for all of those lessons for levels 1 and level 2 now, which is really exciting. That was a really big push. The Abridge Academy curriculum did a big overhaul this past 6 months. So I did a whole review of the whole structure of the curriculum, restructured it all. So the new level 1 and level 2 are now up on the website. They're complete. Please do check those out if you haven't looked at the Abridge Academy curriculum in a while. At the moment, I'm focusing on adding level 3 content. So level 3 in terms of like the level is sort of upper A1 to lower A2 on the CEFR framework. So it's sort of beginner to pre-intermediate kind of level. So that should be complete by the end of February. We're currently on track for that. So we've got the first 5 units already are in draft form, like ready to be reviewed and tweaked and made sure they're all perfect before putting them up. And the first unit, and I've started already on the second unit, are already up on the website live for you to use. Then we're plowing on forward to level 4, which will be coming in March. Level 4, we've already got the first 4 units up already, but they need a little bit of polishing up because they were the first ones that got done in the new curriculum overhaul. So those first 4 units are going to be just polished up a little bit, and then the next couple of units added to complete level 4. Then it will be moving on to level 5, and level 5 is very much into sort of upper A2, so it's pre-intermediate level students. And this will be complete by the end of May. There are currently some lessons up within level 5. However, the whole structure of level 5 is going to change a lot. So if you're currently teaching level 5, don't worry, the changes are coming in after March. So April and May, there'll be some massive changes being made to level 5. You'll notice if you log into the curriculum and look at the core curriculum section, that all of the old curriculum structure is still there under a section called old. So if you're following the old curriculum structure, don't panic, you can continue to follow that. And that's going to remain up there, at least until the whole core curriculum, the new overhauled curriculum, is complete. But yes, do get excited for the new level 5, which will be coming by the end of May. And I'm also going to make sure that every lesson has got slides, the lesson preview that you send your student before the lesson, also workbooks and games and activities. These are done for the first 2 units so far, and they're coming for all of the future ones as well. Okay. Cool. If you're using the Abridge Academy curriculum, by the way, feel free to put in the comments like where your students are currently at with the curriculum, or what kind of lessons you've been using, because it's really helpful to have an idea as to like what people are actually using. I can see the stats on the website, but it's sometimes kind of difficult to keep track of what people actually want and what the priority should be going forward. So do feel free to let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see coming this year. Okay, but yeah, the core curriculum base is going to be my main focus until May. And then after that, actually gradually up to that point, and then more of a focus after that point, will be the additional courses, in particular the English news course, the phonics course, and the debating course. These ones are particularly popular with teachers at the moment, and people are asking more lessons, please, more lessons, please. So these ones, there's already some lessons up already, but I'll be gradually adding more to those over the next few months. And then once the core curriculum is complete, the focus will shift across to these additional courses. I do have plans, by the way, for the core curriculum to continue to expand to higher levels in the future. But for now, I want to really consolidate it as a beginner to pre-intermediate curriculum. So that will be complete by May. So yes, the core courses then will be the main focus. And there will also be several seasonal lessons that we release throughout the year. For example, coming up, we've got Valentine's Day in a few weeks. There's Easter then coming up, these kind of seasonal events and celebrations. There'll less around those as well. I know there's some really fantastic feedback for the Christmas lessons, and then more recently the Chinese New Year lessons, which, by the way, seasonal lessons are all free, and it's still kind of Chinese New Year time. Like Chinese New Year was technically 2 days ago, but the celebrations continue for at least another week, if not 2. So if you're looking for Chinese New Year themed lessons, they're available in the curriculum. Even if you're on a free tier, the free tier members also have access. So do check those ones out as well. Okay, so that is the curriculum. I'm running through this relatively quickly because I know we started this super late because of all the tech issues, so I apologize for this. Thank you for your understanding with that. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is a bit on, I call this coaching plans. I don't really like to describe myself as a coach because I feel like I'm not really coaching. I'm sharing advice from the perspective of someone who is also an online teacher and loves to share advice on things like social media marketing, but trying to write some long title on the lines of social media marketing webinars and advice and things. It was too long to fit on the page. So we've gone with coaching. So far, the main focus has been on the Facebook group. We've got a Facebook group all about Chinese social media marketing. We've got nearly 4,000 members already in the Facebook group. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining that and engaging and sharing your ideas and asking questions. It's been really fantastic and supportive community. So that's going to continue going forward. There's also various other things I'm going to focus even more on. So I'm just going to outline those now. So firstly, the Facebook group. In the Facebook group, which is free, it's a Facebook group, please feel free to sign up. The link again is in the description underneath the video. We have monthly boot camps. I ran these sort of sporadically last year. We've had, I think, 4 in total over the past year. And going forward, they're going to be every month a boot camp on some aspects related to marketing or growing your business. So coming up next month on the 13th of February, we have a boot camp on WeChat marketing. So get really excited for that. Some really great content that's going to be coming in the WeChat marketing bootcamp. It's free, so yeah, get excited. And previously we've had ones on like social marketing, or general social media marketing and branding, that kind of thing. So there'll be more on that also coming forward. It's something I do in the Facebook group is run like polls as to what people like to see next. So there's always a ongoing discussion as to what the next bootcamp will be. I also want to have more of a schedule of regular webinars as well going forward. So previously I had, again, very ad hoc webinars. By ad hoc, I mean once every couple of months, which was not very useful for people. So my plan going forward is to have at least one per month, if not more. And these are often going to be in collaboration with other teachers or coaches or experts in their field related to something to do with online teaching and marketing. On the 3rd of February, I'm going to be talking about marketing strategy. I'm going to be talking about the idea of designing your social media marketing funnel, particularly for the Chinese market, and also more generally about how you plan your marketing strategy. Like before you jump in and do stuff, you need to have a rough plan and an overview of what your structure, what your strategy is going to be. So that is a webinar coming up on the 3rd of February. There's also a few other things and events that are being organized like in the Facebook group. So I know Jillian's running an event in just a few days talking about how to get started with online teaching. And we also have, okay, check your emails for some other updates. And we also have a few other webinars and things organized as well. But yes, plenty of those to come. I will figure out how to do this live streaming properly, and then these things will be a little bit more organized going forward. And then on top of that, I also have the courses. So these were launched last year, the Xiaoshu marketing course and the WeChat marketing course. And we've had so much incredible feedback from teachers who have joined those and have some wonderful reviews. So thank you so much, everyone who's joined those courses. And I hope you found them helpful. I also got some massive updates and changes to be made to those courses going forward. This is including new videos. I've recorded some new video content to upload to them, and new lessons that are being added to the courses, like new training, lots of exciting updates coming there. If you've not signed up for the courses and want to check them out, again, link is in the description if you're interested in those. But this is something I'm going to be working on in the next few months. And I also want to start working on some more additional courses on other areas related to your marketing strategy and related to your online teaching business more generally. So those will be coming soon. I say that coming soon because it'll be some point in the next year. At the moment, the main focus is on the core curriculum, and these events are put on the screen right now. The events in the Facebook group, the free boot camps, the webinars, and so on. But yes, I do have plans for more courses and things as well, because I'm always getting messages from teachers asking questions that would be answered with those. Okay, so that's a little bit on those plans. Okay, I'm going to power through. I apologize for rushing this webinar a little bit after all those tech problems. The last thing I want to talk about is a bit of my own sort of personal updates on what my plans are for 2023. So ignore the picture. I was going to put a different picture there, but I forgot. So my own personal updates. Right now, you guys might be aware, I'm currently teaching English in Japan. So I'm a public school teacher in Japan. And that's going to continue until summer 2023. And I really enjoy my job. I love teaching. I love being in the classroom. I love seeing kids. I love teaching. But I'm starting to realize that classroom teaching is not my long-term career. It doesn't really link into my long-term career plans. I actually originally applied for this job. Sorry, story time. A bit of a what's the word? Tangent. I originally applied for this job back in 2020, so quite a few years ago. And then everything got delayed because of the pandemic and everything, which is when Abridge Academy then really started taking off. My independent teaching or my online teaching was really taking off. And I had a big debate, I guess would be the word for it. Like me personally had a debate, not a big debate online or anything, but I had a big kind of moment of debate just before leaving for Japan, which eventually was in April 2022. Bear in mind I applied in 2020. There was quite a big debate. Is this really what I want to be doing right now? Things have changed a lot in the meantime. And I went ahead because it was my dream. My dream has always been to teach abroad as like a proper international teacher. I'd previously done some teaching in China before. I've done a lot of online teaching. I was a classroom teacher in the UK before coming to Japan. But my dream was kind of to teach abroad, as I originally applied for this position, well, nearly 3 years back now, two and a bit years back. So when I eventually came, it was a lot of debate. You know, this was my original dream, but things have changed in the meantime. I went for it. I wanted to try it out, and I've had an amazing time. I've enjoyed my teaching. I've been able to travel and explore so many places around Japan. It's been fantastic. But yes, I've decided to leave this coming summer. I've handed in my notice. School's going to replace me, which is kind of sad. Say goodbye to all my students. But yeah, after that, I'm going to be moving back to the UK for a few months. There's some family events and things that are going to be going on. And then I'm hoping to come back to Asia, possibly Taiwan. I'm still looking into a few different options. And going to be focusing more on Abridge Academy as a business going forward. At the moment, I'll just be honest with you guys, I feel like I've got a really great relationship with so many people in this online teaching community. And to be honest, this past year, since moving to Japan, it's been very stressful, I guess is the word for it. Like, it's been a lot of work, right? I teach full-time a week. So that's 8:30 to 4:30 every day. I'm in school teaching, and I come home, whereas everyone else gets to come home and relax and watch TV. I then spend at least another 5 hours or so every day working on Abridge Academy or teaching online. And I love everything I do, but at some point something has to give, you know. So yeah, I want to focus back on the online teaching and also particularly on the curriculum after this summer. I'm still focusing on the curriculum, don't worry. All of that stuff is still going to be a key focus, but I have more time to actually do it this summer. And in terms of my online teaching, and many of you guys know, so during the coronavirus pandemic, basically I left my UK teaching job in summer 2020. Chaos happened. I ended up applying for this job to come to Japan. That all got delayed massively. So I basically spent a year and a half teaching, entirely focusing on online teaching. I previously had been very much a part-time job, but it was my main focus for that year and a half, while I was otherwise sat around unemployed, waiting for the visa to come to Japan and building up Abridge Academy. But when I moved to Japan, I cut back significantly on a lot of that online teaching, just because, as I say, it's very busy and very stressful to manage about 10 jobs at one go. So I stopped at that point teaching on some of the marketplaces I was on, particularly Outschool I'd been really big on previously. And gradually since then, I've been cutting back on my independent students and those I've had through Abridge Academy's own tutoring program. And as of now, so basically I took a break to go on vacation in December, and I've continued to take that break for the Chinese New Year. And as of now, I'm not going to be teaching my independent students either until this summer. Most of them I've been able to pass on to other tutors through Abridge Academy's tutoring program, which has been fantastic. But I've realized that I love my teaching, I love my students, but yeah, I needed more time to focus on things that's like the curriculum development, which links more to my longer term goals, you know. Okay. And finally, I want to talk a little bit about my YouTube channel plans, because you guys are currently watching me being a bit of a tech disaster here on YouTube. So on YouTube, I want to do a lot more tutorial videos and really grow my account a lot more going forward, because I feel like YouTube is a really great platform to reach more teachers and to, you know, share some of this expertise in, well, it's completely free. You know, YouTube videos is a great way to reach more people for free and share that expertise. So far, I have very sporadically added random tutorial videos. I've had some really, I think, useful content. I feel like I've focused a lot on content that's been incredibly valuable, useful, but very little of it, such as I did like a WeChat marketing guide, which is very popular. I did one about how to get payments from China. Those kind of videos have been really popular, but I just haven't had time to make more like that. So that's my plan to focus on a bit more on going forward, particularly looking at social media marketing and online teaching related things. I also, once I figured out the tech, I want to do more live stream kind of webinars. I talked earlier about the webinars for Chinese social media marketing, coaching. Those are going to be, hopefully, if I can get tech to work, on YouTube rather than just on Facebook. And in that way, people can easily watch them back anytime in the future, because you can just quickly search it up on YouTube and find it. Whereas stuff on Facebook tends to get kind of buried in the Facebook group after the live stream. So I feel like it'd be a better place to host things, or at least have them available on YouTube. And I'm also experimenting a bit with YouTube Shorts. I have to admit, I'm very much randomly doing things. But if anyone has any tips on YouTube Shorts or wants to check out the random things I've been posting, this is something I'm just sort of experimenting with and getting into a bit more of a feel of things on YouTube. Okay, cool. So that was me rambling. And that's basically everything I wanted to chat about. I know I've just read off a whole bunch of stuff at you guys. So I apologize for not making this quite as interactive and fun as I'd hoped, because all of these tech stress. But yeah, I hope you found this interesting and helpful as a rough idea of what the plans are going forward. I think in particular, the key main things was to do with the curriculum. I know people have lots of questions about their curriculum. I'm always being asked, when's this lesson coming? When's this going to be coming? And I really, really appreciate people reaching out and asking about that. But I hope you find this helpful just to get an overview of the curriculum plan and progress so far, because I am starting to really push out the lessons a lot more now. I think previously I was deliberating a lot over the details of every lesson and releasing them more sporadically, because I was also balanced that alongside all of my online teaching and things. So being able to focus on it a lot more, I've been able to get those lessons through a lot more quickly. And we now have a good structure in terms of how to set up the previews and the workbooks and things. So that is coming out in a lot more of a structured way. And again, this information about the Facebook groups, the events, the boot camps, the webinars, put these dates in your diary, by the way. The events are scheduled in the Facebook group already, so make sure you click attending on those in the Facebook group, but do check those out as well. Okay, so that's basically everything from me. I know this is very kind of rushed, and thank you again for everyone who stuck through those tech problems. So yeah, does anyone have anything they want to share in terms of the curriculum, or in terms of Facebook group, any feedback or any suggestions they'd like to make, or tell me a little bit about your plans? I'm just gonna have a quick look back at the comments. How is everyone going? I see quite a few people tuning in, which is great. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I know there's some delays with everyone tuning in because of the tech problems, so thank you so much for your patience with that. I'm just gonna quickly double check that I haven't had any messages from people stressing they've missed it. Probably. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm seeing lots of messages of people like, where's the link? I'll have to send everyone a message afterwards. But this was mostly just a quick chat to give everyone a bit of catch up, show you guys I'm still alive, I'm still here, and just to see how everyone's been doing. So I was saying, I adore your time management skills. Where do you find the time and energy? You know what, that's a great question. I ask myself this all the time. How do I keep this up? I don't know. I'm not sure there's an answer to that one, but thank you. I feel like with time management is one of those things I need to get better at. But having things to do helps. And this is where I think setting myself proper goals. So my plan going forward was to try and get a lesson out every day onto the curriculum, because we've got the lessons already in draft form at the moment for level 3. The lessons are all drafted out, but it's the final touches and then pushing them up on the website, which needs to be done. Things like that. I'm setting myself goals every day, 1 lesson per day, get it up. That definitely helps me. But yes, I'm also starting to realize the benefit of having a little bit of my own time as well, hence the cutting back on some of the independent teaching. And I'm looking forward to, I love my job I'm doing at the moment, teaching in Japan, but I'm also looking forward to having more time after, like this summer, to focus purely on Abridge Academy. Yeah, thanks, Bear. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this useful or interesting to see the plans going forward. Thank you everyone for joining us. Okay, I feel like there's most of the comments. So yeah, I just want to say thank you again for tuning in. Thank you for the patience putting up with the tech issues. I know I apologize about it many times, but I do really apologize. I will figure it out at some point. And I hope you guys have a successful 2023. And I will see you most likely in another webinar, in one of our boot camps, in the Facebook group, or something over the next few weeks. So thank you so much. And oh, I see that. I've just seen a message. Alison saying, do you have any leads or contacts for students? I'm going to suggest join the Facebook group. In the Facebook group, we have loads of suggestions and advice, and the free boot camps and webinars as to how to find students, particularly in the Chinese market. A link is not in the description, actually. That is the old link. Oh, please ignore the description here. I just realized this is an ancient. Ooh, what is that? When I set up my YouTube channel ages ago, it has a bunch of links to some old companies I used to teach with. Scrap that. But if you go back to the original video that's got scrapped, there was links there, and I can just put it in the chat right now to the Facebook group. I'm going to pop it right here now. Should have checked that one before I'm live. So feel free to join the Facebook group if you would like some advice and tips on finding students. Thank you, Alison. Okay, I'm probably going to tune out now because I feel like I've hopefully gotten back to everyone. Thank you again. Apologies for the tech issues. Really appreciate your patience. Okay, YouTube is now telling my connection is unstable, so I think that's a warning for me to get going. Thank you so much again. I hope you guys have a very successful 2023, and I'll see you in the next bootcamp, webinar, Facebook thing that will be going on, or here on YouTube. So thank you so much, and I will figure out how to stop the live stream at some point. This is going well. Stop live stream. Okay, I'm gonna go now.